Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Fanuel Muindi and this is CivicSciTV. I'm so excited to be joined today by Clarissa Wright, who is the CEO and founder of Naturevolve. Clarissa, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Absolutely. So what is Naturevolve? Naturevolve is this free digital magazine that engages the world in stories and insights of scientists, conservationists, and creative. Clarissa, please tell us more about Naturevolve.
Yes, so Naturevolve is a worldwide community of scientists and artists, and really just the curious who come together to explore aspects of the world, particularly nature and our place on the planet.
And so this is a magazine, correct?
Yeah, so we primarily make a digital magazine, but it's also available in print.
Okay. And when did it start?
It started several years ago while I was working at Springer Nature. I was working as an assistant editor, and I was looking for more of a creative outlet, but also for a project where I could combine science and art together to share ideas with more people. I eventually left to become a science journalist. So I started Naturevolve at the same time to kind of combine design and art in the digital format.
And why is it important to connect science and art?
I think that science and art, they used to be a lot closer together in history, and they have a lot of parallels, actually, a lot of similarities. And artists sometimes are inspired by similar things that scientists are, like aspects of nature. There's different ways of looking at things, like such as the pattern on a leaf, and we can kind of realize that we're not so separate. And it's the same across different science disciplines as well. There's different subjects which can align together and not be so pigeonholed.
And the magazine is trying to showcase this to the audience, right? How science and art are connecting. So tell us more about who the target audience is.
Yes, so educated adults are mostly the audience, but just anyone who's really curious to learn about new aspects of the world, about nature or science. Anyone who's curious can access this information. It's available in local libraries, on digital apps, and on various websites. So it's mostly people who are interested in nature and in learning new concepts.
Yeah, and can you tell us more about the audience? Is it global? Where are they from? Are you able to get those kind of insights?
Yeah, it's people all over the world are able to access the digital magazine because it's more environmental as well. So you're able to distribute the digital magazine to more people.
I see. And so for those of you who are tuning in, there'll be links right below for Naturevolve's Twitter handle and also their website, which you should check out. Their most recent issue is out there right now, right? The quarterly issue. But you're thinking about sort of, the evolution of the journal, right? You're doing these quarterly issues, is that correct?
Yeah, quarterly at present.
I see. And you're thinking about maybe increasing that cadence, right? To maybe monthly or even faster. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it would be great to get more information out to more people. That's really our goals, is to reach more people with more ideas and valuable information about the world, particularly the environment and nature. But I didn't really need to get like a team together to do this more frequently.
Because right now Naturevolve has actually been a solo endeavor for quite some time, right?
Yeah, it has. And now I'm looking to branch out and involve more people, and yeah, especially scientists and artists, for us to come together and kind of cross collaborate.
Yeah, and actually let's just take a piece of that, because starting a lot of times founders, right? And I think our audience primarily are these early stage founders themselves who are thinking about starting initiatives like this. You've been doing this by yourself for quite some time. How have you managed to get us here, right? To get the organization to where you are today?
Yeah, so it's been a lot of ups and downs. I was doing it part-time during my editorial role at Springer Nature, and then I worked at Frontiers, and I was also doing various freelance projects and working for other clients. And now I decided to just focus on this, and I kind of have the headspace to really dedicate my energy to Naturevolve. And just as of a few months ago, I've been working on it full time. So I'm looking forward to letting it grow properly now.
Yeah, that's beautiful when you have that focus fully on the initiative. What is different about Naturevolve? How did you think about that separation to other initiatives out there? Because there are a few others, right, that are there, whether they're magazines or social media initiatives. What's different about Naturevolve?
Yeah, it's quite different to other digital magazines that I've seen actually. Like there's some that are more primarily science communications, so like science journalism. There's some which are like science and art, but it's very arty, and I feel like Naturevolve has a balance and also a focus on nature as the main theme, the main common thread. And people seem to like the diversity of content in each issue. Although each issue has a theme, people seem to like the different sections because there's science, there's conservation, there's science communication, art and written word, and they all kind of flow together quite well.
Yeah, and who's writing these pieces? I'm assuming you're writing a few. Do you have invited authors? How does that work?
Yes, so it started that I was doing all the writing, like especially while I was a science journalist. So I was working for other people, but also for my own magazine. But now I'm inviting other writers in, like freelance writers to help out. So that makes things a lot easier now.
Yeah, and then which means that the team is growing. It's waxing and waning, right, as issues come. And so if there's a funder out there watching this, what do you want to tell them?
Yeah, if you'd like to support Naturevolve, just let me know and we can sort something out. And yeah, there's all kinds of possibilities. Just get in touch. My email address is clarissa@naturevolve.com.
Yeah, and then I think that's the key, right? Whether you're a funder, you're an individual donor as well, right? I think that the magazine is growing. Let's just put it that way, right? You have a massive Twitter following there as well. So clearly there's a need, right? There's a drive. People want this content. What do you mentioned earlier that you want to get this to more people, but what is it that you care most about, right? Do you want people to do something with this information they're getting from the magazine? What is that behavioral change you want to see, or action, shall we say?
Yeah, so we try and cover like important topics, especially in the conservation section. So it's opening people's eyes up to like really important, pertinent topics like climate change's impacts, such as the first person perspective of a scientist in the field experiencing glacial melt and how things have changed in a small number of years. So we really want to kind of make different research fields more engaging and understandable for more people, so that more people from diverse backgrounds can access this information freely, because there's often like a barrier to this information through like journal subscriptions or just an information barrier with like jargon. So it's nice to talk to people directly, like researchers directly, about what they're doing and their stories as well.
Yeah, because your magazine is free.
Right? Yeah, it's free. So it's open access. So that's really the idea behind it, that we are sharing this information freely with as many people as possible. That's right.
And so for those of you who are joining us again, you may notice that Clarissa has an accent there. And so she's actually joining us all the way from Scotland, the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely. We were just joined last week by someone from New Zealand. So we are going global, and it's just wonderful to hear about these on the ground initiatives. So Clarissa, 10 years from now, where is Naturevolve?
Yeah, so I can see having a core team here in Scotland of people from sciences and the arts who actually come together to solve problems creatively together, so that we can communicate important ideas to more people in an engaging way. But collaborations worldwide would continue with people worldwide. It'd be nice for us to have a core team, and so that we can reach more people and share more ideas that are important with more people.
Yeah, and I think that's a great place to end. And really, this was just a kind of an introduction to Naturevolve, right? We're getting this far away. We're going to have you back for sure. And next time, getting an update in terms of what's going on the ground and what's new. Your website is undergoing revamps, right, continuously.
Yeah.
So definitely people should be tuning in and keeping an eye on what's going on there. Any final words, Clarissa?
No, just check out naturevolve.com and keep an eye up there. There should be some new updates soon. And you can subscribe on the website for free as well, for free copies. You'll get the latest, which was just released, issue 12. So enjoy and connect.
Wonderful. Thanks everybody for joining us. This was CivicSciTV.